I don't have to have enough power to hurt him. I just got to beat him. That's it. If he slip up, then, he will get hurt.
And what I'm seeing is I see a hungry Crawford, a Crawford that has been looking for the opportunity for a long time, finally getting the opportunity.
As the fight approaches, Terence Crawford remains unwavering in his confidence, fully prepared for the challenge. Meanwhile, Canelo Alvarez relies on his vast experience, reminding everyone he has faced many top-tier opponents before. He vows to use his skill and wisdom to claim victory. With both fighters set to prove who truly belongs at the top, the tension continues to rise.
With this.
I've been in this sport like so many years. I had so many good fights in my career, and I had the experience to adapt myself to these kind of fighters. I fight everybody out there, every style, and I'm gonna do my job and put all my experience, all my talent there, and that's it.
Terence Crawford enters the bout full of confidence, firmly believing he can overcome any challenger. His demeanor in interviews and press events reflects a fighter who trusts his preparation and ability. Yet, the stats reveal a deeper contrast. Canelo Alvarez's 67 fights against elite opponents showcase a level of experience few can rival. In comparison, Crawford's 41 fights, though notable, fall short in terms of high-pressure exposure. This gap in experience might prove crucial once the bell rings, where split-second decisions often determine the outcome.
We don't know how great Terence Crawford is at 168.
Terence in his bag right now. He's going third person, you feel me? But yeah, Terence has every right to talk his shit literally here. He's being respectful and fair play, but the questions are the ones he's asking, the ones he knows are being asked. What's he look like at 168? Can he take the power? Is he going to be too small? Is he going to be able to deal with Canelo's experience over time, right? Even though Terence is the older fighter, he has, I think, 20 less fights than Canelo does, or maybe more. I think more than 20. And also, competition level. This will be the most skilled, most experienced, biggest, strongest fighter that Terence Crawford's ever faced.
Canelo has spent his career battling some of the most dangerous names in boxing, refining his stamina, strategy, and instincts through high-level competition. In contrast, Crawford has yet to face that same caliber of elite opponents. Though he has dominated talented fighters, he hasn't been tested by the power and craft of boxers like Triple G. This lack of experience at the highest level could shape the fight's dynamics, potentially giving Canelo an advantage in dealing with adversity.
Everything is on Terence Crawford's side, all the legacy, meaning he only has the opportunity to win the belts. Saul only has an opportunity to defend them. Terence Crawford has an opportunity to be in a 5 division and the only person to win all 4 belts in 3 separate weight divisions. Why is Saul taking this fight? And I'm going to tell you why. Because there's some things in life more important than just the belts. And that 20-year career that Terence Crawford made, that all that he has, is very valuable. Very, very valuable. He had 1 foot out the game. And if he can be the man to defeat him, because remember, if Saul beats him, Terence Crawford was the first man to get all 4 belts in 2 separate weight divisions. Yes, I beat that champion. Yes, I beat the multiple division champion, and he had the...
Roy Jones Jr. offers a nuanced perspective, stressing that Crawford's true challenge lies in withstanding and responding to Canelo's power. He notes that technical skill can often offset size and strength advantages. If Crawford can endure the physical pressure, his precision, footwork, and ring IQ could shift the momentum. Jones points out that mastery of fundamentals, timing, angles, and anticipation can neutralize brute force. Ultimately, the fight's outcome may depend on whether Crawford's skill set can hold up against the heavy firepower Canelo is sure to deliver.
So far, there's some pushing and shoving going on. The weight difference is a big factor as well.
I pay no attention to the pushing and shoving. I pay no attention to the weight factor. What I pay attention to is the skill level that both guys show in and out of the ring. And what I'm seeing is I see a hungry Crawford, a Crawford that has been looking for the opportunity for a long time, finally getting the opportunity, and really ready to grab the opportunity. And with Canelo, I see a guy who not necessarily hungry, but loves to entertain, loves to give us the big fights. Always tries to give the big fights. He finds a way to give us big fights. Not gonna always win them, but he always tries to give them to us. So he'll be a guy that, if he shows up and does the exact right thing, he can win the fight. If he don't do the right thing, which I don't see him doing, I don't know why he would at this point in his career, I don't know. It'll all be predicated upon how well Terence can take his punch.
Yeah. You said you don't think, or you don't look into the weight difference. Why?
When you know how to box, when you're as skillful as Terence Crawford is, weight don't really matter much. Only thing that matters with the weight is can you take the punch. And I'm sure you've been sparring with super middles and light heavies, so I'm sure you probably can take the punch. So that's the only thing when you got skill. Now, if you don't have a skill, you can't take the weight, take it up, because you're gonna lose your punch, you're gonna lose everything. And when you got skill, all your stuff that you have goes up with you.
Shaquille O'Neal, a vocal combat sports enthusiast, confidently predicts a Crawford victory. His support is based on Crawford's history of dismantling opponents with precision and relentless drive. Shaq views Crawford as the more skilled technician and believes this will result in a knockout. His opinion adds to the excitement and underscores the divide among fans and analysts over how the fighters' styles will clash in the ring.
Everyone's talking about the one fight right now, Terence Crawford versus Canelo. Who do you got?
I gotta go Terence Crawford.
Terence Crawford?
Yeah.
Why?
He's the best ever.
Really? You think he's the greatest ever?
Yeah.
Over Ali, Muhammad Ali? I didn't know you were a big Terence Crawford fan like that.
You have to understand that there's eras, and in different eras, you can bring down the titles. Like, for example, Joker's the best big man now.
Right.
And I don't like.
You put Joker over you as the best big man? Oh.
Different eras and different time. It's not my era, not my time now.
True.
It's their time. So he's the greatest big man in the NBA right now. So I let the people decide who's that. But right now, Terence Crawford is the best.
So
and Floyd, because Floyd has never lost.
So how does Terence beat Canelo? Decision?
He's
or
gonna knock him out.
He's going to knock Canelo out?
Yes, man.
So they're going to have the fight at the Vegas Stadium, Raider Stadium. You're going to be there?
I heard it was off.
No, it's back on.
Okay.
Now it's back on. It's in September 13th in Vegas.
Yeah, I'll be there.
You'll be there. Front row?
Of course.
All right, cool.
Trainer Robert Garcia highlights Canelo's recent performances as less explosive compared to earlier in his career. He believes this slight dip could offer Crawford an opening. Garcia emphasizes that timing is crucial in boxing, and Crawford might be entering the ring at a moment when Canelo isn't at his sharpest. This viewpoint suggests a fight where momentum, current form, and strategy could matter more than experience alone.
I would probably say Crawford versus Canelo, because it's a fight that most of the people don't give Crawford a chance because of the size, but he's got skills, man. He's got skills. He's got good speed, good footwork. That's why I do give him a chance.
You do give
I do give Crawford a chance, of course. Canelo's last few fights, he does his work. He gets work done, but never does that little extra to please or to. He knows he doesn't need to anymore, so he's just comfortable enough with just securing the win. He became a businessman, and I think that could be something in favor of Crawford, that if he comes out in his best and good footwork, Canelo is flat-footed. He his last fight, especially against the runner, he was throwing one punch at a time. Didn't even try to be aggressive and get him into the ropes, throw combinations of 4 or 5 punches. He never even tried that. So I think at this stage, I am giving Crawford a big chance of maybe pulling it out.
Manny Pacquiao offers a respectful and balanced perspective on comparing great fighters. He notes that each boxer possesses a unique mix of strengths, strategies, and styles, making direct comparisons often unfair. Pacquiao urges fans and analysts to value fighters individually rather than through rivalry or legacy debates. His insight reinforces the idea that the Canelo versus Crawford clash should be evaluated on its own merits.
Manny, what do you make of Canelo saying that Crawford's a better fighter than Floyd Mayweather?
Crawford what?
Better than Floyd Mayweather. Canelo said that.
Crawford can beat...
No, Crawford said Canelo. Canelo said Crawford's better than Mayweather. What do you think? What's your assessment on that?
There's a different style, they're both good fighters, so it's hard to compare yourself to others.
Do you think? Thank you, guys. We gotta go. What Mayweather did against Canelo? Do you think he can do any of that?
What, Canelo?
Can Crawford do any of what Mayweather did against Canelo?
That's a good fight. We'll see.
Thank you.
Reports from Canelo's camp indicate that a major focus of his preparation is mastering ring control by cutting off angles and restricting Crawford's movement. The goal is to limit Crawford's ability to control distance and tempo. This strategy plays to Canelo's strengths as a pressure fighter who excels at closing the gap and delivering combinations. The success of this plan may decide whether Crawford can maintain his preferred range or be smothered and neutralized.
As you see here, Saul Canelo Alvarez reveals his training to cut the ring off against a highly versatile fighter in Terence "Bud" Crawford coming up September 13th in Las Vegas, Nevada. Terence Crawford has the ability to switch from southpaw to orthodox, and Terence Crawford can also box on his toes and has a lot of power. What y'all think? Will this work? Let me know.
Brian "Bomac" McIntyre, Crawford's longtime trainer, expresses quiet confidence in their game plan. He stresses that Crawford's preparation has been meticulous, accounting for every possible scenario. While acknowledging Canelo's skills, Bomac believes in Crawford's ability to adapt and perform under pressure. This confidence stems not from bravado, but from the extensive study, sparring, and strategy behind their camp.
Somebody like that, like a Canelo, and not only is his offense, he's got to have defense too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, styles makes fights. Bud got the better skills, and he got the better mind too.
Do you think with the styles in mind, but also the weight in mind, he can get that job done based on he's just so much more excelling in the skills?
You know what? He gonna get the job done. I promise you that. He'll get the job done. You know, because you know, Bud boxing IQ is off the charts. You know what I'm saying? Next to Canelo, I'm not taking nothing away from you, but Bud just a little bit better.
I can tell you fully believe in your fighter and he believes in himself too. There was a slight back and forth at the press conference there. That was just a battle of belief. Who believes they're better? Obviously Terence believes he's better. Did you look into that? What happened at the press conference there as the first
That's
war
just
of words?
That's just press conference, man. The reason why I believe into my fighter is because from day one, the first day he walked in the gym to where we at now, we haven't lost yet. Okay, he got a loss. He got 2 losses.
How does that affect him coming into this fight?
One thing about this, I always remember this. He got 2 losses, right? We got no.
Kell Brook offers a unique perspective, having shared the ring with both Golovkin and Crawford. He warns that Canelo presents a different kind of challenge, blending power, precision, and ring intelligence like few others. While Brook praises Crawford's speed and tactical sharpness, he cautions that Canelo's experience in high-pressure bouts makes him especially dangerous. His insight points to the need for Crawford to be at his absolute best, physically and mentally, to come out on top.
You know, it's a wow. It's a wow fight, you know what I mean? It's two supreme athletes fighting against each other, but you've got to sway towards Canelo. Crawford's gonna have to, you know, move up, and you know, I knew when I boxed Golovkin, you know, there's a big difference, you know, especially with someone that, you know, fighting a middleweight, a mediocre world champion's okay, but when you're fighting someone like, you know, Canelo or Golovkin, it's a different kettle of fish, you know. I have to lean towards Canelo, but you know, Crawford's very, very, very good.
Do you think Crawford's still got the legs? Obviously, he's very much got great IQ in the ring, but he's very much a good mover as well. Do you feel like he's still got the legs to be maybe out-moving Canelo if he needs to?
Well, I don't know. You know, I think when we look back at Mayweather when he beat Canelo, he's a mover. Crawford's not really like Mayweather in that aspect. It's like he's more, you know, he kind of sets his feet and he's cute with how he approaches chucking shots and moving. You know what I mean? I think it's a different fight to Mayweather, and Canelo's obviously a different fighter from when he boxed Mayweather. But like I say, it's one of them what we've got to tune into and watch. You know, both unbelievable fighters, but I'd have to favour Canelo. Just his size and his experience.
Crawford's hallmark as a fighter is his ability to read opponents and adapt his tactics effortlessly mid-fight. This versatility has overwhelmed even experienced challengers. Against Canelo, this skill will be crucial. Crawford must adjust to Canelo's timing, power, and defense in real time, spotting openings in a tight, calculated battle. His success will hinge on staying one step ahead in this high-stakes chess match.
Crawford, on the other hand, he has been walking down his fighters, and people don't see that but me. For some reason, when I had that tape, people were screaming cat. And it's like David Evanesia, Errol Spence, Sean Porter, Gamboa, a Mean Machine. Even against Madrimov, the way he won the fight was by fighting. It wasn't Floyd Mayweather sticking. This guy has been too athletically gifted, and I mean explosive, hard punching, and too strong for his ops. When he's in orthodox, he boxes more. When he switches, he becomes a puncher. And now he's coming out southpaw. He ends you. He is not, you gotta watch him fight. He does do athletic things where his hands and his feet work together and he catches you for sure. But what he mostly do is he punishes and he bullies his ops because he walks you down and whips your ass.
Turki Alshika's endorsement brings a sense of global importance to the fight. His belief in the event's magnitude shows it's more than just a clash between two champions, it's a cultural and sporting spectacle. With Alshika's support, the bout will be promoted on a grand scale, drawing international attention and raising the stakes for both fighters.
Wonderful. Because we are true fighters.
We are two fighters.
True fighters.
True, yeah, of course. No, not YouTuber fighter.
Huh?
Not YouTuber fighters. Yeah, of course.
They need to talk and talk shit about the fight because they want to say something. The people know we are great fighters. They want to put a great fucking fight.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk.
I am sure. In the end in the mid of September, we will have one of the greatest fights ever happen in boxing, and I am sure.
Dana White's role in promoting the fight signals a rare crossover between boxing and MMA. His promotional expertise brings fresh marketing strategies and the potential to attract new audiences to boxing. White's involvement underscores the event's ability to transcend traditional sports boundaries, positioning it as one of the year's most anticipated matchups.
More unrelated to this fight, but Turki made it seem like you weren't going to be promoting the Terence Crawford-Canelo fight. Is there anything you can kind of clear up on that?
He made it feel like I wasn't?
Yeah, well, he said that someone else was promoting it. He didn't say no TKO, he just didn't include your name in a tweet, and people kind of freaked out online about like, where'd Dana go?
I'm going to tell you what's awesome, man. So there's a lot of fucked up things about boxing, but they don't say shit. I mean, nobody talks. It's the most amazing thing. If we sign a deal, I gotta fucking get on my phone quick, go, hey, we just fucking, because 90,000 people will be out there talking about it. These guys don't talk. I'm promoting the fight.
Nico Ali Walsh highlights Crawford's preparation, noting his sparring with larger partners to replicate Canelo's power. This strategy shows Crawford's awareness of the role size and strength will play. Walsh's remarks indicate that Crawford is covering every angle, fine-tuning his approach to prevent size from becoming the deciding factor.
Canelo before Canelo's last fight, but then after Canelo's last fight, it seems like it's more 50-50 now. So everything is just the build-up for that fight is just going to be absolutely magnetizing. Like that fight, it's garnered so much more buzz after Canelo's last fight, and Bud is Bud. He's one of the greatest fighters in boxing history. He is one of the greatest fighters in boxing history. So it's going to be a fight. It's going to be awesome to watch.
Have you sparred any of them?
I haven't sparred Bud yet. I haven't been in Canelo's camp. I've met Canelo a few times. I love Canelo's team. Canelo's one of my favorite fighters. He's been my favorite fighter for the longest time. But you know, I have to be Team Bud because me and Bud are cool, and I have so much belief in Bud, and I know who he is as a fighter. He is one of the greats. So he could do anything he wants.
And being around both of them and seeing how they work and train and things like that, what makes both of them the fighters they are, in your opinion?
I've watched Bud, so for Bud in particular, he's calm in everything he does, and that kind of calm is scary to watch because it shows experience. You can see that he's been doing this for forever, for decades.
Oscar de la Hoya offers a grounded perspective, recognizing Crawford's talent but emphasizing that weight and physicality could prove decisive. His caution reminds fans that in boxing, physical realities matter, and excitement shouldn't overshadow important concerns about safety and fairness.
William who? Canelo versus William Skull. William who?
Oscar being back in New York over here.
No, let's just say Canelo Crawford, in the history of boxing, and this is the facts.
Let's get it.
If you see Thursdays, Fact Thursdays, I speak the facts. All right, I'll even do it for you. A good little man has never beaten a good big man in the history of the game, unless you go back to certain situations with Pacquiao beat me, but I was a dead man walking anyway. But a good little man never beats a good big man, so it's a tough test for Crawford, but I'm not counting him out. The bottom line, and this is the truth again, it's a money grab. That's it.
Teddy Atlas provides a thoughtful view, emphasizing that the Crawford versus Canelo clash is as much a mental battle as a physical one. He notes that Crawford's intelligence and preparation could offset Canelo's size advantage. Atlas sees the fight as a contest of minds, where sharpness, courage, and adaptability will decide who emerges victorious at the final bell.
He's too big, and, Crawford, as good as he is, he stepped up with Matrimorph, and he struggled a little bit. He won, but it was more competitive than we thought. Well, we didn't understand how good Matrimorph was because we underestimated him, because he only had 10 pro fights, but he had 300 amateur fights. He was a good, solid fighter, right? And he's on this card, of course, but he was a good, solid fighter. We didn't understand that, so we started to knock down Crawford a little bit because our expectations.
That's it for today's video.